Hey, Des, before the game, Coach Jenkins said you got to exercise patience, early in the season. Every game you've been in, you've been able to get close at the end, but you're not able to get over. What it's going to take to get over to get that first win?
Um, I mean, it's going to take a lot of things. I mean, in order to win in this league, you got to be good on the boards. You got to take care of the ball. You got to make shots. I mean, all those things have to happen on any given night to get a win in this league. And like you said, we've been close, and sooner rather than later, we're going to get in the win column for sure.
There was a moment in the fourth quarter. I think you guys were down like maybe 14 or 12. And I saw you go over to the bench and get on everybody, and the crowd sort of responded to that. Can you just walk me through what you were trying to accomplish there?
Yeah, I mean, early in the training camp, one of the first things we talked about is body language, and you go down 14 in the fourth quarter, and you got one or two options. You can either lay down or keep fighting. And I thought that we responded well after that timeout and was able to get the lead down to 4 or 6 or something like that shortly after. So there's no quitting this team. I'm proud of the way that we've battled, this whole entire time, and like I said, sooner or later it's gonna pay off.
Des, you said the other night that you do put a lot on your plate on the court right now, especially with Ja being out. How much do you put on your plate as far as a leadership role, given the adversity you guys are going through to start the year right away?
No doubt about it. I mean, that's I've been here, almost as long as anybody else has, and I mean, we've lost 7 in a row, 8 in a row. Never at the beginning of the season, so it doesn't get as much publicity or get talked about nearly as much. But we've been in similar situations, and we've always found a way to come out of it and be better because of it. Adversity. When in it, always seems like a bad thing, but once you get through it, you become stronger, and it only helps us in the long run.
I don't think we've asked you this about the in-season tournament. I don't know if you saw the courts today. What's your thoughts on the courts, and what's your thoughts on the tournament as in general, the in-season tournament?
Yeah, the court looks dope. I'm excited. The NBA is always, trying to, you know, create the next big thing, and I'm sure that just like the playing tournament, everybody's gonna, be pretty excited about it. So I'm excited to get a chance to play and, represent Memphis in it.
Couple of things for me, but first of all, in that first quarter, you had I think 9 points. You played off the ball a lot while Marcus was the primary handler. Do you think that combination of you two works well, and do you, I guess, enjoy any more or less being in that position because you were so successful today?
Yeah, I mean, me and Marcus have had dialogues about it, and traditionally I have been an off-ball player, where he spent a lot of time on the ball, in Boston, and even throughout college and everything. So, it's a shared responsibility for sure, but I'm very comfortable with him initiating offense, and I think he's very comfortable with me initiating offense as well. But if I'm off ball, I get a chance to run around a little bit, and that sometimes gets me going as well.
Pointed out that when you weren't on the floor tonight, there were some struggles. I guess when you're watching what's happening and trying to diagnose, how you guys can get a rhythm, what are you thinking about?
I mean, just giving the guys confidence. I mean, sometimes you see it and it gets stagnant out there, or one or two missed shots or a turnover. A lot of those guys are playing their first dose of heavy minutes like that. I mean, Jake and Roddy obviously played a bunch last year, but Derek's new with us and stuff like that. So it's new for everybody, and everybody's trying to figure it out and find their roles, and you just can't put too much pressure on yourself. Just go out there and have fun and play, and enjoy the game and whatever the game brings, whether it's made shots, missed shots, turnovers onto the next play, and we're all in it together for sure.
Des, so Zai Urier has said that it doesn't really feel like y'all are 0-4 because of what y'all are learning and kind of the energy that y'all are playing with. Do you kind of feel that same sentiment and share that same sentiment as he does?
Yeah, I mean we're on 4, but we got 78 games left. I mean we might go 78-4. Who knows? But I mean it's so early in the season, and we're working towards something. I mean we're working on new offensive wrinkles. We're working on building chemistry with our new teammates. We got guys working to get back on the court and get healthy. So we're working through a lot of things right now, and the only thing we're focused on is continuing to get better, and that's probably where you hear that excitement from Z, because we've seen jumps. Regardless if it says it in the scoreboard or in the win column or not. We feel like we're improving on the things that we're practicing on and prioritizing. Appreciate it.